Okay, Piyush, so let's proceed ahead with your HR for IUCL Engineering, Graduate Trainee Engineer. So, brief introduction.
Sir, I'm Piyush Mishra. I belong to Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. I completed my graduation from Malviya National Institute of Technology, Jaipur, in civil engineering. During my graduation, I learned about I did my summer internship from Northwestern Railways, where I learned about the entire construction procedure of railway tracks uh, and various steps and various codes that are involved in constructing a railway track. Through which I learned about teamwork, collaboration, and following and adherence to quality. I also was involved in my college in conducting various extracurricular activities where I managed and organized several events and activities in my college. Um, I also have knowledge of operating two civil engineering related softwares, which is Abacus and AutoCAD. And as a part of my hobby, I like to play chess.
Mhm. So, when did you graduate, Piyush?
So I graduated in 2020.
तो पिछले 3 साल से आप क्या कर रहे हैं?
So like in the initial phase when I graduated, I was like I was a bit involved in COVID related issues. Like that was first time for me and first time for everyone. So I was just trying to cope myself and trying to adjust myself. During that time, I didn't like allow that time to go waste. So I like gained some the softwares that I mentioned. I gained skills in those softwares as well. And I was gradually basically trying to increase my knowledge in the civil engineering domain year by year so that I could like compete at a national level in GATE exam and clear exam with a very good rank so that I could appear in the interviews.
ओके पीयूष एज अ सिविल इंजीनियर आपके पास तो बहुत सी ऑप्शंस होती हैं यू कैन ज्वाइन स्टेट सर्विसेज एंड इन द स्टेट्स यू कैन ज्वाइन एज असिस्टेंट इंजीनियर व्हाई यू वांट टू बी
Yes,
पार्ट
sir.
ऑफ IUCL?
Sir, like in especially for the states, I can say, sir, that I have never found state engineering jobs as exciting or interesting. They just simply look unorganized, like not just completely unorganized, but IUCL, I would say, looks far more higher organized and better looking in terms of perks, salary, and the way it takes care of its employees. That like IUCL also received best workplace awards in 2021. So like definitely as compared to the states and state engineering or other exams, I like always have preferred getting into PSUs. So for one thing I can also add, like I have never appeared in any state exams or any engineering services even exams because they are bureaucratic profiles. I often find them repulsive instead of rather getting excited for working there, but IOCL is like completely different. I'm very excited to work for this.
Any idea about your job profile and job roles in IUCL if you join us?
Uh, so like there are several departments where a person from an engineering background could be posted. There is a refinery department where people are often posted. So civil engineering related works are like carried out throughout the department. Civil engineering is a vast domain, so it has functions and operations in across every departments. Exploration and uh, exploration exploration department is also there in IUCL where like civil engineers can be posted. Civil engineers also have a role in R&D as well, R&D work as well. So those departments will also be there. I also like as I mentioned in my introduction that I have an experience of managing events. I did conduct some activities in my college, so I can also perform my role as a marketing in the marketing profile as well. Should that be required by the company? So I think like these are the role profiles where
So
I could be
what
useful.
can you tell us about the problems of construction workers in India?
Sir, I think the payment of the construction worker is a prime concern because the construction workers usually are underpaid. Even like the skilled construction workers are often like offered to take a salary of unskilled labor, and the workload is very hectic and environment is not good at all for the construction workers. Often the guidelines and the ethics values that the companies have to follow usually like the contractors who take the contracts for doing any contracts, they do not follow the guidelines at all. They just use them as an asset which can be disposed of at will. So like the main concern with the construction workers, I think, is in relation with the way they are managed and also the way they are treated on holistic ways.
What can be the
Contractors
solution for
often,
that?
But I think proper adherence to the government guidelines can be done because government has already given a lot of guidelines in regard with proper emoluments that should be given. Those are those should very strictly be followed. People often do not follow those guidelines because workers are dependent on the contractors to give them job. Otherwise, they'll lose their employment. So, like that is a balance which must be enforced and ensured by the government and by the government agencies. People who are giving the contracts to the contractors should also see the background of the contractors, how they have treated the construction workers in the past. Accordingly, they should give the contract. So that should also be priority apart from like only the bidding part. So the priority can also be given on how like they treat their employees.
Okay, Piyush, why you think that you should be selected for this particular job?
So I think I should be selected because I have worked in, like I have gained the practical experience as I described in constructing railway tracks, and I observed like construction of entire railway tracks. So I do have a like practical experience. I also find myself to be curious about knowing new things or newer horizons. Always try to explore and like ask questions. And uh, the main thing that I would say that I should be selected is because I'm adaptable to any new environment. I can be molded in any direction in any way the company wants me to work in any direction it wants my potential to be used. So I think this is the prime reason I should be selected.
Okay, Piyush, so the best answer, no, why I should be taken for this job, best answer for that is that I have passion for this job. That is number one. And I have capabilities to work in this your organization. And I'm genuinely interested in this. And I'm a disciplined individual. I'm a hard worker fellow. So these are some of the reasons for which I should be taken for this. पैशन बहुत जरूरी है, इंटरेस्ट बहुत जरूरी है जॉब में, कैपेबिलिटी उसके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसकी वजह से मेरे को यहाँ पे लिया जाना चाहिए, समथिंग लाइक दैट। वो चीजें मेंशन मेंशन करो, राइट?